Hello friends, welcome to take 2 of filming of this video, because the first time my time ran out before I was really done getting the messages through. It's interesting how that works. I was really ready to just say la vie and put that one up, but it wasn't complete, so here I am doing it again, and I only wish you saw the way I have my setup right now. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I had a strong sense this morning of fire and the magic and wonderful properties of fire. I was guided to do this reading. Again, I am an intuitive artist, by the way. Hello, my name is Eve, and I get messages. I channel them, and I go based on my intuition about what needs to be heard, what needs to be said, and seen and read. So today, we will be working with the element of fire, especially during these times. It's so important to remember to harness our personal power, and that's why I decided to work with the lower base chakras today. So we have here stones that complement the root chakra as well as the sacral, and I feel like that has a lot to do with our personal fire and personal power. So I shall show you this one first. This is my very favorite palm stone. It's a nice, very nice, sturdy piece. This is carnelian, and it's associated with the sacral chakra. I feel it gives me a lot of creative energy and creative power. I like to channel these energies with that. This stone is very powerful, and I definitely feel inspired when I work with these stones because I feel their energy and definitely resonate with them. This is red tiger eye. As you can see, it has a very beautiful flash. And this is great for grounding and protection. So our root chakra connects us to the earth and grounds us. The idea is to be balanced with all of our chakras, but sometimes I feel like, especially collectively, we get certain chakras that get a little blocked, and especially these days from all the fear and instability and not knowing what's coming. These are very beautiful stones to meditate on. So for those of you who don't understand how stones or crystals work or are skeptical, basically I feel like they are just tools, they're objects to align us with the energetic frequencies or the ideas of what they represent. So if you don't want to go out on a limb believing that they're really magical objects, which is understandable, and that's up to everybody's decision. You know, science can't prove that this holds that vibration or frequency, but this is fire opal. Excuse my finger. Fire opal is actually a very lucky stone. This one reminded me of a little flame, like those little flames you see. I really appreciate this one. It's very, again, about creativity. The sacral chakra is all about enhancing your creativity, when balanced, of course. And this one also, I just recently learned, is a stone of good luck and good fortune and abundance. So prosperity, and we can all use that energy here from time to time. Now this beauty I recently picked up, it was just screaming at me, so I would love to show it to you all. This is a, well, tangerine or quartz. Oops, sorry. It was sold to me as an amber ore quartz. I'm not sure which one is really correct, but it is said to be great for leadership and hold power of creativity and creation. So I definitely feel like this is a nice, sturdy specimen. It's directing all the energies upwards, so that's what I want to think about when I'm thinking about working with the chakras. Ooh, and starting down from the lower chakras, it's basically working our way up into the higher dimensions and balancing. So this is very, very beautiful. I have my lighting set up a little differently today because it's so gloomy out. It's one of the reasons I also felt called to share this fire energy with you all today, because it's a little doomy and gloomy, and we can all use a little bit of fire under our you-know-whats. So to start, I have my card that I made from my deck, Encoded Healing Intention. This one is holographic. I'm not sure if I'll actually create them like this, although it would be lovely too, because it seems pretty magical to me. I really loved creating this deck, and hopefully I'll get it out after all of this. But my idea with making this card was, when we focus in the fire or we purify things in the fire, we kind of like send it in. It's like throwing it into the vortex to be purified. And I loved how these flames, these are actual flames up here. They look like faces to me. Burn, burn, burn. So, what can we say about this card? Burn, the element of fire, purifies and renews. It holds the qualities of passion and assertiveness. What are you ready to burn and transform? Purify and emerge renewed. We can meditate on that for a second. What can we let go of? What can we release into the ether and have burn away and become renewed again? These look like actual flames to me. It's kind of amusing. So it definitely felt like that was a great card to center around this reading. And then we have heat. And this one is from Sacred Earth Oracle. Felt like the two other cards I used were from this deck by Toni, Carmine, Salerno, and Leela J. Williams. They really resonated with the intentions here. So, heat. The elements are already there. A little heat will get things moving. Agitate for change. Instability brings existing insecurities or concealed issues to the surface. Make the most of disorder with new rules, new heights, and a new plan. Take a risk. Shake things up and see what happens. Don't confuse stability with stagnation. Movement is constant. Be sure to direct it. I feel like that's very important, especially these times when everybody's sedentary and a little inside, to really be conscious about directing our movements and our goals and our thoughts and our energy. Just be conscious of where we are going or what we are doing, even if things are unclear and unstable at this time. Timeless wisdom, creativity, and love is present in every atom of your physical being. Beyond the theories, assumptions, and limitations of the manifested world lies a truer reality. Still your mind, focus on your heart center, and allow the wisdom of the ages to illuminate your thoughts, nurture your soul, and guide you to wholeness. Insight. Heat brings extra energy to a situation, literally exciting atoms and quickening change. Hydrogen and oxygen gas can exist together, but add heat and they almost instantly combine to form water. The potential for water was always there, awaiting the catalyst. Heat brings nothing new to the ingredients, it is simply the impetus for change. Heat causes atoms to vibrate. Although we generally think of heat as anything over 0 degrees, even the ice caps have heat, because it is possible to be even colder than that. Where there is heat, there is molecular motion. In the absence of all heat, there would be no vibration at all, but achieving a temperature of absolute 0 is impossible. There is always some movement, something happening, even if it is incrementally. If things aren't moving enough, turn up the heat. So, I like to think about, how can I get my body moving these days? How can I get my spirit excited? How can I dance? Can I draw? Can I paint? Can I express myself creatively to connect with maybe a different experience? So, for this last card, this is Alchemy. Let's see. There we go. Earthly meaning. It is up to you to acknowledge an obstacle as impermanent. Regardless of who is to blame, it is your responsibility to defy a false limitation. A quirk or idiosyncrasy is a strength. Bring it out and own it. Individuality is a precious gem. Throw your woes into the smelting pot and craft them into powerful tools. Experiment with what you have and give it value. Spiritual meaning. Life is perpetual movement, and yet life is also still. Life is change, and yet it is also unchanging. You are part of this moving stillness, changing and unchanging through time and eternity. Something is moving within a still part of you, and yet something is still within the moving part of you. Meditate on this. Feel complete oneness in your being. Insight. Rocks are formed and reformed in the crust and upper mantle of our planet. When melted rock in the form of magma or lava cools, it becomes igneous rock. Over time, igneous rock erodes and reforms as sedimentary secondary rock. Heat and deep pressure within the earth transform both igneous and sedimentary rock into a metamorphic rock. Even the most steadfast, most long-standing objects formed in our planet's infancy can be transformed. Do not accept anything as a given. Transform any tenacious, hindering habits, doubts, or beliefs by working on them deep within your center. The alchemical fire at your core is a constant. Use it to transform any rubble that may be hindering you into precious gems. Turn lead into gold. Let your true self surface. Refine, polish, and respect its beauty, strength, and value. Yes, the transmuting of energies is a fine practice. That's an art, of course. So, that's what I feel is being asked of us right now in these times. What can be